of electric circuit analysis. Today we are going to discuss about the case study topic. So the main problem is, imagine hospital emergency room. We are having two types of lighting power sources. So one is from main sources and another is from your battery backup sources. So these two types of sources are used for a single lighting system only. So in case of emergency power cut, we are using the backup sources. So using these two sources, we give a one type of sources only. So in this situation, what type of theorem is used to analyze the amount of voltage and current we are receiving in your lighting system? So that is a theorem which is specifically used for this system. So that is known as your superposition theorem. Okay. So in this we are having n number of sources, but considering one source as an active source in a time. So in a particular period of time, you are activating the single source and the remaining sources in deactivated form. So I just want an introduction about the superposition theorem. So what are all the things we are going to follow up in the superposition theorem to analyze the voltage and current sources?
In a linear movement, in a linear circuit, in which more than one independent source is like voltage or current is the independent source, the responsible voltage or current is occurs in a particular algebraic sum. The responsible one each independent voltage is along while each others are widely act as own independent sources. The voltage source occurs as replaces short circuit and current replaces long circuit.
Open circuit.
Open circuit.
Okay. So basically we are short circuit the voltage sources and open circuit the current sources. So next.
So to apply the superposition theorem, we have to select an independent source and deactivate all other sources. And to analyze the circuit, to calculate the contribution of that source to the desired element like voltage or current. Repeat for all the independent sources. Sum algebraically the contributed sources to get the total response.
Okay, we have already discussed that we have to consider the single source as active sources and the remaining sources is in the deactivated form. So how many steps are there in a superposition theorem is defined by how many sources are present in your circuits. So next.
Real-time applications. Superposition helps engineers to determine how much current each supply needed, and battery contribution versus main supply. During load sharing during power failure. Other applications, hybrid renewable systems, UPS, and electric vehicles, telecommunication circuits.
So we have known that real-time applications of superposition theorem, we have to find out the voltage and current supplied to the whole lighting systems. So that may be in the form of main supply or else in a battery power supply. So next.
The advantages of superposition theorem is it simplifies the complex multi-source circuits, and it helps to understand the individual source contribution in the circuits, and it is useful for designing a reliable system, and it ensures correct load sharing and fault analysis. And the limitation of superposition theorem is it can only applicable for time invariant circuits and linear circuits. It not applicable for the non-linear uses like transistor and diodes.
We are only use the superposition theorem in the live sources, not in the passive sources. Okay. So next.
Imagine a circuit where LED are powered by two different sources. By analyzing one at a time, engineers can verify brightness and consistency, ensure no power sources are overloaded, and optimize energy usage. This is especially critical in hospital, communication systems, and industrial processes.
So it is mainly used in the hospital system. So emergency hospital systems, we are using the flow of charges in the form of voltage or current, so that we can follow up the usage of lighting systems.
On.
So talking about all these things, the real-time applications, the working and all those things in a superposition theorem. So now I just want someone to conclude the whole part in this case study video.
Superposition theorem is a analytical tool for engineering students. It will be helpful for students to analyze the multiple source and system reliability designs. In a real world, it ensures the current power supply, load safety, and ensure the source allocation. Mastery of this theorem helps in the linear circuit analysis and in engineering applications.
Okay. So these are all the things which are